First of all, a very good evening and a warm welcome to you, Mr. Jindal, for taking your
You.
precious time and joining us in this session. Now, we wanted to do this interview as a part of our BWA Leader series, wherein we are trying to pull up and put up rather inspirational stories about entrepreneurs who have climbed up the ladder of success with a lot of grit, determination, a lot of blood and sweat has gone down in terms of creating the empires that we are going to talk about. Yours is one such fascinating story that came to our notice, and we are very keen to understand that how Jindal Worldwide came into fruition as how it stands today in the market. So what we understand about your business is that I think you are one of Asia's largest denim manufacturers, and of course India's leading vertically integrated textile player. Now, of course, you are not only one of the largest denim fabric manufacturers in Asia, with a capacity of, I think, it's certainly more than 140 MMPA, but I think it has the numbers have increased much more than that, and the journey has been quite significant, starting in the year 1986. So there are a lot of great things that we have heard about your business. Now it's time for our audience also to learn from you about the kind of struggles that you had to come through or go through to bring the company to whatever stage it is today. Of course, you are the managing director of the company. So, sir, we would start off with the foundation of this organization, how it came to formation in the first place. So, as I said, sir, what we understand is the company was established back in 1986 by your father, Dr. Yamunadath Agrawal, and and we also understand that he was probably from the medicine field earlier. So what made him, give up the medicine field all of a sudden and come and actually go on to build such a lucrative empire in the textile industry? And by the way, just another curiosity here, was Jindal your family name as well? Because I see Agarwal as your family name now. So could you
Yeah.
clarify on that as well, please?
So thank you for taking all the time for this brief session, and thank you so much for recognizing us as one of the growing companies. So obviously, as you said, yes, it's been a great journey. What we were then and what we are now and what you're going to be ahead, right? So it's a very continuous journey. Uh, so it's obviously been when we looked at my father being from medical background, my grandfather actually we moved here in the 1970s is when we moved here, and we thought of my grandfather actually thought of putting up a small textile processing unit, and at that time we just started the construction. The machines had been ordered, and he unfortunately passed away with an accident, and there were no one being in the family. We were all we didn't have the money and the savings. At that time, if we didn't start the factory, we would have lost everything. So that's my father had to forcibly give away his medical profession. He being a gold medalist in the medical profession and doing very well, then he had to give up his practice and come into this business because no one being there. So obviously, that's how he gave up his practice and entered the industry. Obviously, it has been a great journey from then. So we started with processing, then we got into bedsheet exports, and we used to export home textiles then. And eventually, we believed that the fashion industry is a much better industry to be in rather than the home textile industry because it's a fast changing trend and a lot of scope and a lot of expansion can happen in the fashion business. And then that is where in 2005 we started our first denim line from starting with 10 million meters of denim in 2005 to where we are today at 140 million meters. In a span of around 15 years, we were able to touch India's largest capacity, Asia's largest capacity, and probably top three globally in terms of capacity. So yes, that's how our journey has been. It's been fantastic. So we were originally from Haryana. That's what our Gotra is, Jindal, and that's how the name comes from, right? So our family name being Agrawal, our Gotra, we being from Haryana. Originally, we moved to Assam. From Assam, we moved to Gujarat, Ahmedabad, And now this is a hometown. It's been more than 40, 50 years now since we are here. So basically, we are now half Gujaratis to talk about. That's how the Gotra Jindal, and that's how the name Jindal Worldwide came into existence. So it has been a great journey from there to here.